We're talking the NBA coaches carousel right now. Interviews are happening left, right, and center. And Becky Hammon has been interviewed for the job in Milwaukee. Will Strickland, were you surprised that she got the interview?
Yes.
Yes. Fair,
yes.
Honest answer.
And I might get dragged on the internet for this, but to be honest, there are 4 other guys in front of her on that bench. And whether you're trying to make a statement, because Becky, it's no question she's qualified.
Yep.
But there are other guys who are as qualified, if not more so. So I get, trying to make a high-profile move, but if it's not the right move for the team and the franchise moving forward, and it's just aesthetic, then it's an insult to Becky Hammon.
All right, Kayla, I want to go to you because I'm going to treat this with kid-proof gloves. Because I'm a guy. I don't want to say anything to offend anyone. But Becky Hammon's a legendary basketball player, great basketball mind.
Right.
But she's up for a job when she is the 4th assistant coach.
True, but I also feel that you can look back. There's other examples where guys who may not be as qualified, who don't have the experience, may not have never played, they only were an assistant coach for a few months or maybe a few seasons, got the call.
Yep.
So in this case, why are people in such an uproar now that it's Becky? There have been other guys that have kind of gotten that call maybe prematurely.
Yep.
And so, but now that it's Becky because she's a woman, then you're saying, oh,
let me throw this at you.
I think she deserves the chance. Like you said, I think she's absolutely qualified. She has everything she needs in order to lead a team one day. So whether or not people think it may be a little early or not, that's arguable, but I think it's great on her.
Before I get to you, Dan, I want to throw this at you. If she doesn't get the job,
okay,
right, is there a danger she's just becoming, people are going to use her to interview her without taking her seriously? Because in the NFL, there's a problem with black coaches who got interviews early when the team never really intended to.
But that's why I said it might be an insult to Becky Hammon that they keep using her in this way. She can't be the chew toy for all these GMs to say, look what we're doing. We have Becky Hammon on, hey, pay attention to us. But so in that way, I can see where it could be a detriment to her.
Dan?
The Milwaukee Bucks didn't have to interview her.
Yep.
There isn't somebody in the NBA saying there has to be some sort of equal opportunity right now for women to get these jobs. They are looking at her in this job because they consider her a viable candidate. And to me, that's all that matters. Was she the 4th assistant? Was she the 3rd assistant on the Spurs? I actually don't think it matters in this case. She's an assistant coach under Popovich. She's been learning on that bench. He's had prodigies go out through the league and have success. Yes, it would make a little bit of an extra splash for her to get hired in that position, but I think it's a forward-thinking move, and any team in the league looking for a head coach should be going to San Antonio and plucking anybody who is off that bench, and she definitely deserves the shot.
All right, well, we all think Becky's a great look. Speaking of not great looks over the history of the Knicks organization, ever since they won that championship back in the 70s, they just made bad decisions after bad decisions in the front office. Fizdale's a good decision, yes or no, to you guys? Coach Fizz, take that for data.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I think overall, I say yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think he's a breath of fresh air.
All right, so
I'm a fan of 40 Fizzy Water. I love David Fizdale. He's been through the wars. He's had star players in Miami under Pat Riley, under Eric Spoelstra. I think he understands that he can deal with the media in New York as well as James Dolan.
Okay, but for you too, do you think James Dolan lets him do his job, or does he go full Dolan?
I think he's learned his lesson.
Really?
And shouts out to James Dolan for having the first all-black front office in NBA history.
Okay, Dan, you buying that Dolan's going to let go of some of the control of the Knicks?
In terms of coaching, yes. In personnel is a different story. There is something about Coach Fizz. The players love him, and I do think that is the breath of fresh air that is needed in New York. So I actually do think it's a good hire.
All right. Well, hey, listen. I've been waiting to have this conversation that's coming up in the 4th block for a long time. It's about time we had it. So when we return, we compare the greatness of one LeBron Ramon James to Michael Jordan.
Jeffrey Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Hangout!